So I'd like to introduce Suzanne. Did you hear about the Adam Good saga? First it was about the young girl calling him an ape. Then Eddie McGuire had to go backwards and said he'd be an ambassador for King Kong. Or was it King Kong? Yeah, King Kong. So Adam Goods did a good thing by forgiving the young girl for calling him an ape. But yet it goes in a vicious cycle and things. Still, what can we do to promote diversity and raise awareness about racism? Before we start, alright, that's my mum. Before we start, I'd like to recognise my mum. She found the courage to escape the war in Vietnam and seek refuge in Australia. Thanks to her, can my family and I call ourselves fair dinkum Aussies. Peace, peace. My name is Suzanne Nguyen. I'm a story collector based in Melbourne. I'm also an artist. I collect stories and convert them into art. I collected over 350 stories, published a book and had an exhibition at Federation Square. I collect stories about why we call Australia home, and lately I've been collecting racial stories and experiences. And one of the stories that I found was found underneath this chair. And there's a stamp and it says European labour only. In the 1950s, the Australian Europeans felt threatened by the Chinese furniture makers. They offered cheaper labour and made IKEA of the time. So this stamp encouraged white people to buy only white-made goods. So what, inspired by this dark legacy, and with my chair-making friend guy Max, no, not Jesus, we would like to design and manufacture two chairs. One is yellow and the other is white. So it's going to be two people sit on these chairs, talk about their thoughts about diversity, but secretly they like to collect stories about racism. And the plan is to keep on building an ongoing collection of these stories. So it's going to be part of workshops, exhibitions and festivals. So what's the next step? Whoops, sorry, slideshow. So what do I do with all these cool and dark, awesome stories? I propose to create an online and a creative platform that cultivates conversations and openly examines diversity and racism in Australia. Recently, I was in Sydney and I found there's something about Sydney and it's telling me to stay. So vote for me, vote for the two chairs. And I'm planning to use the $2,000 to base my projects here, to collect and find potential partners, find my dream website team, and build a website and have two launch parties, one in Melbourne and one in Sydney. Yeah, party on. And the idea is, let me ask you, what can we do to promote diversity and raise awareness about racism? And I had to look around, and most anti-racist organisations are run by government agencies. They sit on the fence, and the campaigns are really dry, and they make the best lullabies. So we have to step in, take creative control, and be part of a discussion that allows people to eliminate racism, negativity, and diminish misunderstanding. We have to teach our kids that we can't call people a name. That's not right. And so I like to propose an idea where people such as yourself can listen to these stories and create and be expressive. So the idea is you register, you type in a few keywords, listen to the stories collected by the two chairs, be inspired, do a little dance, sing a song, write a script, whatever it is, just to promote racism. So, join in the conversation, vote for two chairs.